it's a funnel. You start with awareness, then you move to engagement, and then you at the end you have some acquisition, you have some new clients. So
Yep.
how do you convince a financial advisor that this really it's worth it to invest in social media and have a long-term plan as you have with your own business? When you start a business, you don't expect a ton of clients to appear, right? Why would you expect your social media to give you like a ton of clients next day when you pay
Yeah,
somebody to run the whole thing? So
I see a lot of unfortunate attitudes with this. It's kind of like the advisor that wants to grow some new business. They say, well, I'm going to do networking. So they go to a networking meeting, come back, say, didn't get any clients, networking is done.
yeah,
You
exactly.
went to one meeting. It's not even networking when you just go to one meeting. Like, it's just showing up for a meeting. No one knows who you are. You're not connecting with anyone yet. Like,
True.
networking is about relationships. Relationships take time. You kind of have to show up for more than one networking meeting before you can render a verdict on the effectiveness of networking. And the same is true in social media and digital marketing, right? Just anything you're going to do. We are a relationship business. If you have not given the initiative, whatever it is, whether it's networking or digital marketing, if you have not given it enough time and effort to actually have a chance to form some real relationships, it's not even a valid test. It's not even a real evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
What it ultimately comes down to, though, and this to me is the phenomenon around social media and digital marketing, it's really not different than any other networking that we do. You got to show up repeatedly, build connections with people by giving them value, right? No one likes the guy at the networking meeting who just shows up and talks about himself the whole time, right? You have to show up at the meetings. You have to actually engage with people. You have to help the other participants in the networking meeting and engage that reciprocity principle that if you're helping them, some of them are going to want to work with you as well. And the same thing applies in social media and digital marketing. So, if you want to form a relationship, you got to show up repeatedly. You have to make impressions to people over time, right? The famous marketing saying, no one will buy anything from your brand until I've seen it 7 to 9 times.
Exactly.
You're going to have to show up a whole bunch, and you're going to have to show up and provide things that are valuable, because that's how it works in any networking context.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you do that repeatedly and persistently, you begin to build trust, and trust builds relationships, and relationships build clients.